Excuse me po. Okay, mga kababayan. Ha? Uy, mga kababayan. Hello from Manila to the Middle East, US, Canada, at lahat ng OFW sa Dubai, Riyadh, Singapore, Hong Kong, at Toronto. Ako si Lana, your walk with Lan buddy, bringing you the real talk on Pinoy politics na walang paligoy-ligoy. Today, we're diving deep into the chaos. Gulo sa Pilipinas, lumala na. Pamilya Diskaya inatake sa puso ng korupsyon scandals at parang Indonesia na tayo sa unrest at protest. Remember that meme, where everything's flooding but walang flood control? Yeah, that's our reality now, mga kaibigan. You are an OFW in Abu Dhabi sending remittances home, tapos ang pera na napupunta sa substandard projects ng mga contractors like the Diskayas. Heartbreaking, di ba? This video is a couple of minutes of hard-hitting analysis, may konting satire at facts to keep you hooked. We will break down the flood control corruption, the Marcos Duterte reef, at bakit parang we're turning into Indonesia with corruption-fueled unrest, mga kaibigan. Okay, wala tayong balance, wala po tayong bias dito. Balance lang po tayo, pros and cons ng both sides, mga kaibigan. Before we start, hit that subscribe button para sa weekly Pinoy political commentary, Like if you're Gen Z or millennials struggling with labor rights, comment your thoughts in Taglish, share sa OFW group sa Facebook, at send super thanks if you are in Australia, UK, o Japan. Higher ad revenue means more content for you guys. Shout out sa mga kababayan sa Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, at Los Angeles, California. Let's get into it, mga kaibigan. Mga kawok, simulan natin sa main event, ang Pamilya Diskaya. Contractors ng DPWH inatake sa puso ng investigasyon. Ano ba ito? The Diskayas own Great Pacific Builders, nag-handle ng $107 million pesos Philippine Film Heritage Building sa intro. Totoo ba to? Pero ang inspeksyon ni First Lady Lisa Marcos, nakita ang defects. Walang alulod, unfinished sinihan, cement finish instead of tiles, at elevator na parang gawa sa karton. Okay, parang yung ex mo na promising pero full of red flags, Mukhang maganda sa proposal pero substandard sa delivery, mga kaibigan. Isipin mo, isang OFW sa Qatar, nagpapadala ng pera para sa family sa Quezon City, tapos ang taxes nila napupunta sa ganitong projects na hindi matapos-tapos, Sa isang side, the Diskayas argue na normal ang delays sa construction, lalo sa post-pandemic, maybe supply chain issues or weather. Pero sa kabilang side naman, mga kaibigan, evidence shows possible collusion with DPWH officials, leading to overpriced, low-quality work. Hard-hitting tayo, mga kaibigan. Bakit hindi sila sinisisi na civil liability or estafa? This is the heartbreaking, mga kaibigan, Heart attack, Talagang inatake sa puso ang credibility nila, mga kaibigan. Yan. Sandali po, magpo-pause lang muna po tayo. Okay, isipin mo, isang OFW sa Qatar nagpapadala ng pera para sa family sa Quezon City. Tapos ang taxes nila napupunta sa ganitong projects na hindi matapos-tapos, Sa isang side, the Diskayas argue na normal ang delays sa construction, lalo na sa post-pandemic. Maybe supply chain issues or weather. Pero sa kabilang side, evidence shows possible collusion with DPWH officials, leading to overpriced, low-quality work. Okay, bakit hindi nila sinisisi ang civil liability o estafa? That is the heart attack. Inatake sa puso ang credibility nila, mga kaibigan. This ties to broader corruption sa infrastructure. Data shows Philippine public debt rising to 21 trillion pesos by end of Marcos admin with 9.1 trillion pesos added highest ever. Parang utang mo sa credit card, pataas ng pataas, tapos uutang pa ulit. Shoutout sa mga viewers sa Sydney, Australia at Dammam, Saudi Arabia. Anong thoughts nyo sa ganitong scandals affecting remittances, mga kaibigan? Okay. Next, the bigger picture. Flood control projects puno ng anomalya. President Marcos ordered investigations into massive corruption here. implicating contractors like the Discayas. Remember typhoon season, communities drowned, pero billions is spent on projects na walang epekto, mga kaibigan. Parang buying a waterproof phone tapos nabasa pa rin, false advertising, mga kaibigan. Pro-government naman tayo, no? Sabi nila, this probe shows transparency with Congress involved with accountability. But critics like VP Sara Duterte slam it as a selective, ignoring depth and anomalies during her time, mga kaibigan. Parang family drama, Marcos versus Duterte, like teleserye pero real life, mga kaibigan. Ang program funds, leading to higher deficit and more debt. Sabi ni Gatchalian, ang laki na ng utang natin, uutang pa tayo ulit. Nako, para sa mga kabataan natin, this affects job creation, education funding, OFWs in Italy or UAE, your remittances fund this. Demand better, mga kaibigan. Meme time! Philippines underwater, literally and figuratively. Shout out sa Cebu City, Cebu, Philippines, at Vancouver, Canada. Stay dry, mga kababayan. Ngayon, the elephant in the room, okay? The widening rift between Marcos and the Duterte clans. Rodrigo Duterte arrested by ICC for drug war crimes, pero from jail, he won as Davao mayor in midterms election, mga kaibigan. Okay, post-2025 midterms. Duterte family strong showing despite ICC. Sara Duterte question in The Hague pero still active, criticizing Marcos probes, Okay, Marcos side pushes for anti-dynasty, but young voters want end to dynasties, Duterte supporters see it as political persecution with AI disinformation, fueling tensions, mga kaibigan. This rift affects policy from West Philippine Sea to economy. For Gen Z, mga kaibigan, kayo ang future. Vote against dynasties, OFWs in Japan, or South Korea. Your voice matters via absentee voting. Amy Marcos stands with 2028 bid, another Marcos. Parang sequel na walang katapusan. Shoutout sa Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, at New York, USA, mga kaibigan. Bakit Indonesia tayo, no? Ayan, corruption fueling unrest here, like in Indonesia with riots and protests. Okay, in Indonesia, anger over electoral bills led to deadly riots. Dito, flood scandals is sparking, no, prayers and fasting from Catholics for change, mga kaibigan. Pero parang becoming Southeast Asia's twin corruption edition. Philippines improving human rights is slightly under Marcos, but drug war impunity lingers. No? New mining tax law is fair ship, good step, mga kaibigan. No? Address labor rights, remittances issues, OFWs in Qatar or Germany. This unrest affects migration policies. Deadly riots, down communities. Sounds like a bad vacation ad. Shout out sa Doha, Qatar at Makati City, Metro Manila, mga kaibigan. How this chaos hits kabataan and OFWs, Millennials is struggling with education, jobs, and debt crisis. OFWs, your remittances, trillions yearly fund these scandals, demand accountability. Parang sending money home, tapos nawawala sa flood insight. Push for reforms like no unprogrammed funds. No? Government claims probe shows progress, but critics say selective. Isang OFW sa Hong Kong affected by new laws linked to global Philippines politics. Shout out sa Singapore at Davao City, Davao del Sur. Comment down below, mga kaibigan, anong reform ang gusto niyo? Okay, to wrap it up. Gulo lumalala with Discaya scandal as heart attack on corruption. Okay, Marcos Duterte rift at unrest like Indonesia. Substandard projects, rising debt, dynasty drama, but hope in youth action and probes. Mga kababayan sa United States Arab Emirates, France, Switzerland, Malaysia at Baguio City. This is our fight. Subscribe for more. #WalkWithLan. Like if nakarelate ka. Comment your hot takes, share sa groups, at send super thanks from Canada or Australia para sa support ad revenue. O para sa Pinoy youth at OFWs worldwide, from Manila to Milan. Salamat. See you next week and see you next time, mga kaibigan. Maraming salamat at mabuhay ang Pilipinas.